The Manhattan Project, one of the most significant scientific endeavors of the 20th century, was a top-secret research and development project undertaken during World War II. Its primary objective was to develop the world's first atomic bomb, which would eventually be used in the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Led by Robert Oppenheimer, a brilliant physicist, the project brought together thousands of scientists, engineers, and support staff, working tirelessly in secret locations across the United States. While Robert Oppenheimer is often hailed as the scientific leader of the Manhattan Project and a key figure in its success, there were numerous other individuals who made vital contributions to its achievements. These unsung heroes worked behind the scenes, often in relative obscurity, but their efforts were crucial to the project's ultimate success. This video aims to shed light on some of these lesser-known individuals and their remarkable contributions to the Manhattan Project. Robert Oppenheimer and controversies. Robert Oppenheimer, the scientific leader of the Manhattan Project, was a brilliant physicist and charismatic leader. He played a pivotal role in bringing together the best scientific minds of his time to work on the project. However, Oppenheimer's post-war reputation was marred by controversies surrounding his security clearance. After the war, Oppenheimer's left-leaning political views and past associations with communist sympathizers came under scrutiny during the McCarthy era. He faced allegations of being a security risk, and his security clearance was revoked in 1954. The episode had a profound impact on his career and personal life, overshadowing his contributions to the project. Highlighting the unsung heroes. While Oppenheimer's role in the Manhattan Project is well documented, there were several individuals whose contributions were equally crucial but often overlooked. These unsung heroes played significant roles in different aspects of the project, from scientific calculations to administrative support. Katherine Way and the critical assemblies. Katherine Way, a mathematician, played a vital role in calculating critical assemblies for the atomic bomb. Critical assemblies were essential in understanding the physics of nuclear reactions and determining the optimal design of the bomb. Way's expertise in mathematical modeling was instrumental in achieving the necessary critical mass for a sustained nuclear chain reaction. Despite her significant contributions, Way's work remained largely unrecognized during her lifetime, reflecting the challenges faced by many women scientists of that era. Luis Alvarez and the explosive lenses. Physicist Luis Alvarez was another key figure in the Manhattan Project. He played a crucial role in developing the explosive lenses used to trigger the implosion of the bomb's core. These lenses were crucial for achieving the necessary compression of the plutonium core to initiate a nuclear explosion. Alvarez's contributions extended beyond the Manhattan Project, and he went on to have a distinguished career in physics, receiving the Nobel Prize for his work in experimental particle physics. Leó Szilárd and the letter to Roosevelt. Physicist Leó Szilárd was one of the early advocates of the development of atomic weapons. He co-authored the famous Einstein-Szilárd letter to President Roosevelt in 1939, warning of the potential military applications of nuclear fission and urging the U.S. to initiate research on nuclear weapons. Although Szilárd played a pivotal role in the early stages of the Manhattan Project, his contributions were not as widely recognized as some of his contemporaries. Elizabeth Graves and Los Alamos support. The success of the Manhattan Project relied not only on the brilliant minds of scientists and engineers, but also on the support staff who kept the operation running smoothly. Elizabeth Graves, a secretary at Los Alamos, was one of the many unsung heroes who provided essential administrative and logistical support. Graves and her colleagues worked tirelessly to keep records, handle correspondence, and manage the day-to-day operations, all under the veil of secrecy that surrounded the project. Paul Tibbets and the Enola Gay. Pilot Paul Tibbets was entrusted with one of the most critical missions of the Manhattan Project. He flew the Enola Gay, the B-29 superfortress that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima on August 6, 1945. The bombing of Hiroshima marked a turning point in World War II and remains one of the most controversial and debated military actions in history. Tibbets' role in the mission made him a pivotal figure in the Manhattan Project, but he often faced criticism and controversy throughout his life due to the devastating impact of the bombing. Ethical dilemmas and moral ambiguities. The development and use of atomic weapons during World War II raised profound ethical dilemmas and moral ambiguities for the individuals involved in the Manhattan Project. The scientists and engineers grappled with the potential consequences of their work, knowing that the destructive power of the bomb could lead to devastating loss of life. While some, like Szilárd, expressed deep reservations about the use of atomic weapons as a means of warfare, others, including Oppenheimer, believed that the bomb was necessary to bring the war to a swift end and prevent further casualties. Legacy and controversies. After the war, the Manhattan Project's unsung heroes experienced a wide range of emotions regarding their contributions. Some felt a sense of pride and accomplishment for their role in the project, knowing that their efforts contributed to the Allied victory. However, the devastating consequences of the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki also led to feelings of guilt and regret for some. The devastating impact on civilian populations and the long-term implications of nuclear proliferation weighed heavily on the minds of many involved in the project. Nuclear proliferation and peace movements. The experiences of the individuals involved in the Manhattan Project played a significant role in shaping their views on nuclear proliferation and peace movements. Many scientists who had worked on the project became strong advocates for arms control and disarmament, recognizing the potential dangers posed by the spread of nuclear weapons. Leó Szilárd, in particular, became a prominent advocate for nuclear arms control, coining the term nuclear arms race and advocating for international agreements to prevent the further spread of nuclear weapons. Conclusion and critical analysis. The unsung heroes of the Manhattan Project made invaluable contributions to one of the most significant scientific endeavors of the 20th century. Their work was critical to the successful development of the atomic bomb and had far-reaching consequences for the course of history. However, the legacy of the Manhattan Project is also fraught with controversy and ethical dilemmas. The use of atomic weapons on civilian populations raises enduring questions about the morality of warfare and the responsibility of scientists and policymakers in wielding such destructive power. As we reflect on the unsung heroes of the Manhattan Project, it is essential to recognize the complexities of their involvement and to critically assess the implications of their work. Their experiences offer valuable lessons as we navigate the challenges of nuclear proliferation and strive for a more peaceful and secure world. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.